You know, I love to fix things. I always have. I've always liked using my hands, and you know, so do a lot of women. You don't hear about them. But why aren't women in the contracting business in big numbers? Joining me this afternoon is general contractor Jacqueline Dixon. So excited to hear from you and about what you're doing. Why do you think there are so few women doing what you do?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. And why aren't more women doing it? I don't really know. They should be. I don't think they realize that they can, and it's just like any other job. You learn.
What made you jump in and go for it?
Well, was building a house for the family, and just was putting myself into the process, working with the subs and everything, and just loved everything that was going on about it. So I started to pursue how to get into the business.
I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at one of her projects. We have several pictures of projects that she was doing, and you can take a look at it and tell me what was your role in, oh my goodness, in getting that done. That's beautiful.
This house actually was a very large project. It actually is a combination of steel framing and wood framing, and it actually has a basement, even though you cannot see it here. And it was quite the job. Beautiful. That there is the den.
That's the den. Okay.
Yes, combined with the kitchen area. And
do you have a special part of the house you like to work in, or how does that work?
I love the kitchens and the bathrooms because that's what's so important to most of the ladies of the home and everything. The detail, just working with the finishing products and everything.
And you're with Broad-Built Builders?
I'm with, actually my company is Real Life Builders. Broad-Built is just an extension of Real Life Builders to help promote women to become contractors or to work as a plumber or an electrician.
Well, what are the excuses that they give you most times when they say, oh, I can't do that, Jacqueline?
I don't think they truly realize that that women can do it. They've all been brought up that it is man's job and everything, and they once they try, and most of them are doing things in the home anyway. Anyway.
My mom, I tell you, she had the funniest thing she said. She did say the things about there's nothing worse than a lazy child. The other thing she would say is, if it's broken, you're going to fix it. So there was no question, you know, because she wasn't going to call someone unless she had to.
Right.
And so I guess that gave me confidence. But I think that once they do a project, do you think so?
Once they do a project and they see that it's not as difficult, the tools are easier to use than they appear. You know, they gain the confidence. So, and it's quite, it feels good inside to be able to say, I did that.
Okay, now explain the process, because at some point, when I was buying and renovating properties, I thought, well, I would like to be a contractor. And I went to one of the sites and I said, oh my goodness, it's overwhelming. I didn't really investigate it, but what is the process? Once you decide you want to be a contractor, do you have to go through several steps?
Well, once you decide, it would be good to work as an apprentice, to learn different aspects.
Okay, I'll stop you right there. An apprentice, how do I get an apprenticeship?
Well, you will have to talk with many different builders to see if they will take someone on. And where you can just be a part of the everyday process.
Are some of those paid jobs, or is it like an intern?
Some are. It depends on the contractor.
Okay, we do have the lines open. Please call 569-9390 because you probably have some things that need to go on around your house. I know some things like broken tile in the bathroom. People don't want to touch. They think it's a big problem. Some of the woodwork around doors and things, you would be surprised that you can get it done very simply. Now, let's take a look at a couple more of her pictures, because when you sent them, I was really impressed. What is the first step for a contractor?
Well, the first step, if you are working with a client, is making sure that the house and the lot work well together. You clear the trees, lay the house out, and you just start with your footings and your ground up. But all the while, the homeowner needs to be doing their homework.
Okay,
their particulars.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you want to hear from the homeowner so you don't hear from the homeowner later? You know?
Well, you actually communication is the largest factor in construction. Is staying on that one-to-one basis on a constant basis, and just discussing how they see this room in the end before you even get started, where you know what to do in the beginning to have the result in the end that the client is expecting.
Awesome. I think we have a question from Facebook. Is it anyone calling in yet? Or, I mean, texting in yet?
Yes, and surprisingly, a lot of my questions are from the ladies. Ryan Holmes actually wants to know, how would I pursue fixing my basement?
A basement. Yeah, not a lot of basements in the South, but you know, I listen to some of the Fix-It programs on the radio on the weekends. Basements can give you a lot of problems, can't they?
They can. You have to make sure that they're dry, and but there are many things that you can do with the basement.
Okay.
But first of all is a plan and what you would like for it to be, whether it's the man cave or whether it's a room for the children, you know, or just a TV room for the family, and it's determining what you want it to be first.
Do different pieces of property make for better basements? You got to know where
a hilly lot makes better for a basement.
Oh, okay, okay. I was thinking about water, maybe underground. You want to make sure you're not near water too, I imagine.
Right, and it's diverting the lay of the land away from the structure that prevents that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, some of the easy do-it-yourself stuff around the house. What are some of the things that you tell your girlfriends? Girl, I can do that, and you can do it too. Do you ever have those conversations?
Oh, you do. I mean, just unclogging different little things around the house.
Yes,
you know how easy it really is. Changing the light fixture out. Really, that's very easy.
Yes, yes. Now, I've done those two projects, and I am always so amazed. Someone wants to call me to their house and pay me. I said, you know what? I feel bad. You pay. Do you see this color and this color? You match them. You put them up there. You turn the screws. You know, it really is. You should consult an expert to make sure you know what you're doing.
Yes.
But once you have talked to the expert and you know what you're doing, it's not difficult.
Right.
Yes. Oh, awesome, awesome. What about, do you see this as a future for women? That in the future more women are going to be going into this?
I really do. In the workforce today, 66% of all jobs are construction related in one form or another.
Wow.
Only 9.6% of that are women. But that is growing on a, I would say, yearly basis as women are seeing that more jobs are being open, and everybody's a little more open to having a female come in. And
has that ever been a question?
No, it really has not. Once they actually said that you're in there working just as hard as they are, you're learning every day what they're learning, and you understand what's going on. No.
Okay. Awesome, awesome. Well, I want the audience to know how they can contact you. Give them your web address.
My web address is www.reallifebuilders.com.
Reallifebuilders.com?
Yes.
And Broad Built is the arm that reaches out to females.
Yes.
And says, get in the business.
That's right.
There's work for you.
More of you should be in there.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline.
Thank you.
I mean, I am so intrigued with what you do. And stay in touch, you know, and let us know the different projects that you have going on. We have so much more coming on the Dee Armstrong Show. We have musical guests, and we have a chiropractor from Auburn. Get to the phone, 569-9390, and call us on the Dee Armstrong Show. Thank you.